AEW Tribalist turning on JD from New York and Salamat. But the thing is with them, I didn't watch JD, but I will say I did tune into a lot of Salamonster. He definitely was somebody I accused of personally of being a an AEW, not even an AEW like tribalist, more so a CM Punk hater. And if you look at everything he was talking about, like if you listen to all his videos, he was talking about CM Punk should have been fired after All In or Brawl Out, not All In. But he was talking about CM Punk should have been fired after Brawl Out. And y'all know, if y'all been watching my content, y'all know I disagree with that. I still don't think CM Punk would have been fired now. Actually, I do. Given the fact that he did cuss out Tony Khan, you don't cuss out your boss. You don't cuss out the boss. If you disrespect the boss in front of everybody, if you can get away with it, everybody else is going to feel like they can get away with it, which they may already feel like they can, but that's a different topic for a different day. But at that point, yeah, I felt like he should have been fired because you don't disrespect the boss in front of everybody. But he was talking about CM Punk should have been fired from Brawl Out. But this is what tribalists do, whether it's WWE, whether it's AEW. Nobody likes criticism. Nobody likes to be called out on their nonsense. And if anybody needs to be called out on their nonsense, it is AEW. It is AEW fans. Now, me, I haven't flipped on anything. I have not flipped on anything. I've stood 10 toes down on all of my opinions. And that's not out of stubbornness. That's not out of pride or anything. It's because I've been on the right side of history this entire time. I looked at all of the facts. And this is like, I understand that I take it on the chin. Pause. No Diddy. That I am the biggest CM Punk fan. I take it on the chin. Like I wear it proudly that I am the biggest CM Punk fan. You feel me? But also, I am somebody who can look at something with objectiveness, if that's the word. I can look at stuff objectively. For instance, J. Cole, when he came out and apologized and all that, I did not listen to J. Cole for like 2 weeks. I could not stand J. Cole. Jake, if you know, like I have tattoos dedicated from like the messages that J. Cole has put out. So if anybody can be objective to their heroes, it's me. But when I looked at the facts of everything that was going on with CM Punk, the fact that Hangman on a Page went out and went off script and basically, disrespected the business to this man's face on the go home show of the first $1 million gate that was built on the back of CM Punk. When I think about the fact that nothing was done about it, when I think about the fact that they're spreading rumors to journalists and Dave Meltzer, and I think about the fact that that guy that they are lying about, Cocabana, wasn't even fired. That they said CM Punk got fired, but he wasn't even fired. And the person who is spreading this information, Dave Meltzer, is obviously friends with one party. He's obviously friends with the Young Bucks. Come on, Meltzer driver. Like, what are we talking about? So when I looked at all of the facts, like I won't say I was the first one, but I'm the only person I know who was going to bat for CM Punk. Like I was the only person I'm aware of that had CM Punk's back since September of 2022. Because I looked at the facts objectively and I said, like, yo, like I understand what he did was wrong. I understand what he did, like he shouldn't have did that. I understand you don't go up, on the podium and cuss out your EVPs and cuss out your coworkers for 30 minutes. I get it. I truly get it. He was definitely wrong. But my whole argument this entire time was don't act like we don't understand. You know what I'm saying? So even now, to this day, when you act like you don't understand, and to tie this back to Salamonster and JD, when you act like you don't understand why CM Punk did what he did, the AEW tribalists will be on your ass. AEW tribalists will want you to believe that CM Punk is who Chris Jericho actually is. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you really think about the grand scheme of things, I don't want to make this a CM Punk topic. More so the AEW tribalists. It's tribalism, man. It really is. And I don't remember experiencing it from any other outlet, any other source. I grew up a Bengals fan, but I knew my team was bad. I knew the Bengals were bad. I knew Andy Dalton wasn't a great quarterback. I knew my team wasn't good. So when you criticize my team, I could look at that. I take it as it is. I can't sit here and lie. I can't sit here and ignore facts. AEW fans will sit here and ignore facts and just twist reality to bend it to make it fit their narrative and what they want. There is, and maybe it is the same way with WWE fans, but there's only so much. There's such a vocal minority. The WWE tribalists are such a vocal minority. Yes, they are there. I won't act like they aren't there. Like, that would be completely ignorant and irresponsible of me to act like WWE tribalists don't exist. Of course they exist. But and if you aren't aware of what a WWE tribalist is, the WWE tribalist is the person who thought Roman Reigns should have broke Hulk Hogan's record. You know what I'm saying? Um, the WWE tribalists is the people who didn't want Cody to win at WrestleMania. Those are the real WWE tribalists, and those are the people who wants to see AEW succeed. And I don't agree with those people. I don't. I think we need AEW. But AEW can't see the balance in that. They can't see that ticket sales are going down because the quality of the product is it's either one or two things, as in the quality of the product. It's either people are finally getting tired of it, or the quality is going down. I personally think it's the former. I personally think people are just finally getting tired of 20-minute bangers and no selling and no continuity in storylines and people showing up on your screen for a month straight and then disappearing for 3 months. Ricky Starks, Pac, Action Andretti, is that his name? I don't what happened to Scorpio Sky? Like, that is what people get tired of, and that's just what it is. And it's that, like, they just seem to ignore the facts that, and I always bring up this example, like WWE from 17 to 2019, 2020 was creatively bankrupt. They were creatively terrible. Like, the quality of television from 2017 to 2020 was so bad. And that's when you would see they could barely do house shows. That's when, like, even some pay-per-views wasn't selling that well. SmackDown wasn't selling that well. Monday Night Raw wasn't selling that well. Ratings were hitting all-time lows every other week. That's because the product was bad. That's because the quality of the product was bad. And if we can admit that with WWE, all I'm saying is, why can't we do the same thing with AEW? Because it's so obvious that the quality is reflecting in the ticket sales. And if you don't think the quality is bad, why are the ticket sales going down? Why are the ratings going down? I don't know. You can blame the NBA. You could blame that liquor store that just opened down the street. You could blame the NFL. You could blame politics. You could blame Joe Biden. You could blame Trump. I don't care, because none of that is actually true. It's because the quality of the show is either one, unsustainable, or two, it's not good. People are getting tired of it. You have to switch it up. It's time to evolve. That's what that is. And now you have your Solid Monsters, and you have your, again, I didn't watch JD beyond, honestly, last month. I've heard a lot about him, and that's no disrespect to him. He never came across my YouTube, algorithm. But Solid Monster, like, he is somebody I would accuse of being an AEW tribalist. But even he's catching on now. Like, he thought post Revolution AEW was pretty good. Me personally, I haven't seen a no AEW. No, I don't see why people think that the show has been good. It hasn't been. It hasn't been. It has not been. It has not been at all to me. To me personally, it has not been good television. No continuity, no good storylines. They have storylines, they're just not good. So yeah, now these bigger YouTubers are catching on, and the sky's falling on AEW and its fans, and they think that it's all some conspiracy. It's all people just way riding. No, it's people waking up and realizing that this company doesn't have the new car smell anymore. And that's very unfortunate because they rolled the wave of being the new company and being the opposite of WWE. But the thing is, WWE is the cool thing to be now. WWE is the cool guys in town. You should want to be like WWE. But their whole reputation is we're not WWE. So nowadays, that's not a good thing. That's not a good thing. So yeah. AEW tribalists are terrible.